Everybody, welcome back to Majestic Mayhem. I'm your host, Death Dealer.
And I'm Cozy Beluga.
And thank you for joining us on another episode of The Mayhem and the Chaos. We appreciate it. Obviously, we appreciate all our people. You guys are fantastic. Uh,
Woohoo!
Yay! Right. So, since it's just us for right now, um, what have you been up to this week?
Oh, just work. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of work. I'm actually okay with that though.
That's
I'll
good.
probably be doing lots of work for a bit but it'll make the time I get to chill much more enjoyable.
Oh, that's nice. I actually, Dreadpool had some time off, so we've been spending family time with Tiny
Aw.
Giant. We got to go do a few things, and well, of course, he had a nice Father's Day. He got a game he wanted.
Aw. That's all there is.
Yeah. And oh, Tiny Giant's birthday was the 10th.
Woohoo!
So we did a little thing for her here, gave her her birthday gifts from us. And her birthday party is later this month. We've rented a cabin. She
Uh-oh.
wants a Stitch play and themed party. So we're making that happen.
Aw.
And yeah, so we've been planning all that, doing all kinds of things.
Cool. Doing a lot more than I have.
Oh, and I was supposed to have a Halloween planning meeting, but I kind of slept right through that. But it was much needed sleep, so I
What?
regret nothing.
Halloween planning?
Yeah, we have the place that I do my haunted trail at. We
Mm-hmm.
have meetings throughout the year at certain times of the year to go over kind of plans and ideas and things like that, and also budgets and what have you. um, and go over some plans. And yeah, I just kind of slept through it, so it's okay. I'll make it to the next one. It's okay because Mom went and she said I didn't miss anything, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I we have our stuff together. I am a pro at this. I have my things together. I don't. I'm good. I'm all right. It'll be just fine.
That sounds like a plan though.
Yeah.
Sounds like an absolute plan. I'm hoping that I have some plans in the future, but right now I just gotta get through being busy.
I understand entirely. I understand.
Ugh, my eye is gooey. I'm drinking all my water. What? I gotta drink my water.
Hmm. Okay, so I guess we might as well just dive into what our topic was about tonight. And we will be discussing. I don't know if I already said this or not. Did I already say this?
No, you didn't say it.
Okay. All right. Tonight we're going to be discussing fathers in video games, movies, TV shows, even songs. Whether or not they're good fathers, bad fathers, toxic fathers, absentee fathers, whatever. It's all open for discussion because it is Father's Day. So why not discuss fathers in pop culture? I mean, there's so many to choose from, really. I mean, I'd like to first start off with some of the better father figures on TV. Oh, hey, Sir X-Men. Thanks
Woohoo,
for
Sir
joining
X-Men!
us. Yeah. We're discussing different fathers for Father's Day in different forms of pulp culture. So, I wanted to start it on a, oh, hey, Axel.
Woot
Hey.
woot!
um, the first dead that I want to give recognition to is from the TV show Family Matters. I don't know who all watched the show when they were growing up or not. I believe it was a TGI show, or maybe not. I don't know. I can't remember. I honestly don't remember what channel it was on anyway.
Hmm.
But it was a Axel. The topic is different fathers in different types of pulp culture for
Yeah.
Father's Day. We're going to be discussing fathers from TV shows, movies, songs, video games, all kinds. My first choice was Family Matters, the TV show. It's the father is oh, I can't think of his first name now. Winslow. His
Carl Winslow.
last Carl Winslow. There we go. Carl Winslow. He was an exceptional father role model, in my opinion. He was perfect on the TV show. I mean, I loved that TV show. It was like the perfect family. I don't know about anybody else, but like I wanted my family to be more like them.
Aw.
The parents specifically, the siblings, I could have give or take the siblings one or another, but the parents are where it was at. The mother was amazing. The grandma was fantastic. The aunt was even fun, but Carl Winslow was an amazing father on that show. He always supported his kids. Even when the kids got in trouble, he went to go help them and didn't just automatically get upset that they were in trouble. He looked into what was going on. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys remember the episode where Eddie was illegally pulled over and detained for driving a car in a nicer neighborhood by a white cop, a racist cop. It, he Carl Winslow handled that whole thing perfectly. That whole episode was just amazing. That was TV back when it was actually really, really good. It had a lot of comedy, but it also had real life moments that it touched on, and it did it very well, in my opinion. I
Heartfelt.
hope I'm not alone in this.
Heartfelt moments. No, no, no. That was good. That was good. That was good.
Now, I will admit the later seasons weren't my favorite,
No.
but up until then, it was an amazing, amazing show. Okay, and now I guess we should catch up. I should catch up with the chat. All right, here we
Uh-oh, you gotta catch up
are.
with the chat.
Okay. Sir X said it should be James Evans from the original Good Times. Good Times father, good father figure. He James Evans from the original Good Times. Yeah, no, absolutely. I agree wholeheartedly. He was a good role model. I do remember watching that show as well. um, I am older but yet young, and I watched. I'm in that. I'm an elder millennial. I'm on the cusp of Gen X and millennial. So I did watch a lot of 70s, and even I watched I Love Lucy and things. I watched black and white TV shows all the time. So I mean there would be shows that you would be completely impressed that I've watched. Like Green Acres. I used to love that show.
Green Acres.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. American Dad is the only dad that America needs, X says. American Dad
uh,
is funny. I have to say that show is so funny. And you know what? Despite his obviously they overdo the character for the comedy of it. But you have to be honest with as sexist and shallow and things he is. He's awfully supportive of his kids, even when he highly despises the daughter Haley. That's her name, I believe. The hippie. If you think about it, he could have easily have kicked her out, and you know what I mean. So hey, he's not a bad dad. He's fairly supportive. And Sir X-Men says the father from Father Knows Best.
Father Knows Best. I've heard of that show.
I'm trying to think. I know I've seen it. I just can't recall it off the top of my head. Okay, here, let's see. Axel says Eddie Guerrero can be your pop. Eddie Guerrero. I don't know. Oh, wrestler. Oh wait, didn't he? Isn't that the guy that does the wrestling? Is it he the wrestler that did the family TV show for like one season? Isn't that the same guy? Is that the guy you're referring to, Axel? Because I know there was a wrestler, and I can't remember what wrestler it was, but there was a wrestler that did like maybe I don't know if it was a full season or if it ran even longer than that, but I know there was a wrestler that did it like a um it wasn't a reality show, it was a sitcom, but it was kind of more based off of I guess his actual family life type thing with having daughters. I don't know. I didn't know. Oh, hi, Miss Louise.
Woohoo!
Mwah. Oh, M85. That actually stands for another nickname that I had from when I used to perform on stage. And the 85 is the year I was born. So I know that's not really much of an answer, but that's the best I got. Uh, so
Yeah.
yeah, nah, I just keep the M85. I keep the M just I don't know because I guess I'm so used to it. I can't let it go. Okay, let's see. Sir X says, I have to be honest, before all the drama, the Bill Cosby show had the best father. Honestly, I have to agree with you. It's a shame that his personal life ruined such an amazing memory for all of us because I mean, it's just it's just so sad. Really, it is. It's just I don't it's a shame that he had to ruin it. It really is. It's just a shame. Oh well, what can you do? But I mean, at least we have reruns. If you can separate the person from the art, you know, I mean, I guess as long as you're not supporting his new things. Apparently, at one point in time, I heard like last year he was doing some kind of like small stand up tour. I was like, really? Who in the world is going to pay to see that? Him and that Lewis, the other guy, the redheaded comedian that got in trouble for showing his little dangaling to CK. CK, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You heard about that, right?
No, but what a way to like recognize someone.
Yeah. I don't understand. Really, bro? You couldn't find somebody? I'm sure there's plenty of people that
It's different when they don't want it.
uh
It's more that's what makes it
anyway.
fun. Oh,
And then Sir X says, we all grew up on Brady Bunch. I don't think anyone under the age of I want to say I'd say anyone under over the age of 26 watched the Brady Bunch and has the old Brady Bunch. Let me rephrase it, the old Brady Bunch. anyone over the age of 18, I would assume, would at least know the modern, the remake, the movies they made, what, like 20 years ago now or something like that.
Yeah.
No, Axel, it's not. Hogan Knows Best. I did. That was another horrible reality show. No, it wasn't a reality show. It was. I don't even know if it actually made it on air. To be honest, it was a dark-haired wrestler. I I honestly, I don't, like I said, I don't know if it was that or not, but yeah, no, Hogan Knows Best ran for like quite a few seasons, and that was just the beginning of his family's downfall. I feel bad that the reality show curse hit them hard, like a brick wall. Bad joke. Bad joke. Don't cancel me for that one. Oh, Miss Louise. How did you spend Father's Day for Mr. Dreadpool? Well, Mr. Dreadpool got to spend most of his day relaxing. We did have some family time. We got to chase each other around with Nerf guns and Nerf bullets.
Woohoo.
Um, he did make a delicious breakfast for him and his daughter, and that was his choice. I didn't make him. Um, he did that all, and he loves to cook.
Aw.
For anyone out there who gives me smack, my husband loves to cook. He grew up in a restaurant, so he loves to cook. Especially when our daughter asks him for particular things, because even though I can make them just as good, it is not the same. Daddy makes it better. It's just, it is what it is. So, but of course, I spend time with my husband on a regular basis anyway. And like I said earlier this week, he's had time off, so he's luckily been able to spend time home with us and relaxing. And we did go out and do a few family things. We went to a dinosaur exhibit museum park thing. It was cute. It was cool. We did that. And we went to a year-round haunted house another day, and I
Oh
did
yeah.
some other things. I just, now that I'm on the spot, I can't think of things. But this man has made me do things all week. Okay, he has made me
Aw.
go out in public, and yeah, he recorded it, of course, so it will all be on the channel. In some of it, I am sweating in my best glory, so enjoy that. It is 100 degrees outside.
Aw.
Ah. So, anyways, let's get back to. Oh, okay. Well, before we get back to the other father,
Uh-oh.
I would
Before we get
like
back.
to say that Dreadful is an absolutely amazing father, and I honestly don't think I could have picked a better man to father our child if I had set out to do so on purpose. I got very lucky. He is an absolutely wonderful human being, and we are so blessed to have him in our lives. And happy Father's Day, dear. I hope you had a wonderful day, and I hope you feel loved on other days besides just this one day. And I hope that we make you feel appreciated the other 364 days a year. So that's how I feel about these kinds of holidays. I like them, but I want to make sure that we share appreciation all year. You shouldn't have to wait for a holiday to let them know you appreciate them. Just a tip from me. Do with that what you will.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Catch up on some of the. Oh, the Tony Danza show. Oh,
Who's
who's
the
the
boss?
boss? That was a good show as well, and he was an excellent male role model on that one. Absolutely, he was extremely supportive of his daughter and supportive of what eventually ended up being his wife. Um, Never felt insecure that she was the one who ran some things. He just went with it. Yeah, it was great. I'd also like to make mention of Sven from, not Sven. What's the kid from Kristoff from Frozen. That's another pretty good male role model. A little weird at times, but
Oh.
hey, he's a very supportive man to his girlfriend. I can appreciate that. Um, Happy Days. Happy Days was another one with a lot of positive male role models in general. There were quite a few uh, Happy Days. Du- du- du-
Oh,
du-
I thought of some. I was like struggling.
I can think of more. Rick Grimes from The Walking Dead. That man literally went across a zombie-filled city to find his kids, even though he wasn't sure if he would be alive, and then literally tore somebody's neck out to keep him safe. Sir X, another one, Mr. Drummond from Different Strokes. It's another good one right there. Different Strokes, yeah, absolutely. Fresh Prince of Bel Air, great role model. Uncle Phil, I loved Uncle Phil. I used to hope that I would get an Uncle Phil. I
Aw.
had my uncle Brian was very close to being an Uncle Phil. I love that man dearly. Dearly, it crushed me when he passed. No, but
Aw. Uncle
hmm,
Phil.
let's see who else. There's more.
I got. I think I got some.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one I'm going to talk about is I've been rewatching the show because it's kind of my comfort show for a lot of reasons.
Uh,
Is Bernie Mac.
Ooh, I like the Bernie Mac show.
I love that show.
That was an awesome. Oh, and hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Cooper. Hanging.
He was an awesome role model. Awesome role model. What was that? You give me side eye for that?
He was like, yeah, he was. Cooper, hanging with Mr. Cooper was a way of life. I love that show.
Mm-hmm. All right, who's another one?
Let's see. I think Frank Gallagher. That was a joke. That was a joke. I was about to say Frank Gallagher,
Oh, that's funny.
but definitely not. I'm going to go with Bob Belcher. Bob's
Okay.
Burgers.
Ah,
His kids are literally the bane of his existence, and he would do anything for them.
you know what? I agree. I can.
Like half of it, the time, it's them like basically causing a huge disruption in anything he's trying to accomplish. Just just ruining things.
I agree. I
And
agree.
yet he's very patient, very gentle, and he kind of just rolls with how uh how much chaos they contribute.
Okay, I'm gonna say one that might be somewhat controversial to some people. Married with Children. Al Bundy, no matter how much grief he gave his family, no matter how much smack he talked to them, no matter how much grief he gave them, that man was always there for them, always took care of things. I mean, perfect example of a functioning, dysfunctional white trash family. Perfect. Perfect. And another one I also like to say is Step by Step. That was another good show.
Step by step. I'm trying to think. Uh, what other shows did I watch that had like that I actually really sat down and watched? 'Cause
Blossom?
I didn't watch a whole lot of family shows. I don't think.
What about Blossom?
Me?
Yeah, Blossom.
Blossom was like a show. It was like an old people show, but
It
I
was a
liked it.
teen show, not old people. Okay, it's too old for you, I guess.
I
Okay,
actually,
I'll take
I
that.
remember like enjoying it and finding it kind of like pleasant, but
Hmm.
it was always like above me, my head.
What about Clarissa Explains It All? She had amazingly understanding parents on that show.
I mean, yeah, but her parents were very much not in the show.
Well, yeah, so they also trusted her to be like a pre. She was also a lot of times in her room for crying out loud. I mean, what did you expect them to do? Come in and hang out in the room?
Yeah.
Okay, what about Roseanne?
Oh, Roseanne, yes, best dad.
Okay, and I'm gonna catch up to some of these. All right, Bernie Mac. Yeah, Bernie Mac. Comedy will never be the same after that man
I
passed. He
know.
was amazing.
And the best part with the show was he was often the bad guy,
Yeah.
and he always like learned from it.
Hmm. Okay, and Sir X says, "Worst father, Homer Simpson." Homer Simpson
No, he
is
wasn't.
he's an incompetent
He
father. I
was
wouldn't say he's the
incompetent, but he's not
worst.
that bad. He always tried. He
He
fell short,
tried.
but he tried. He
He's an
wasn't like
idiot. He's an absolute idiot. And a
here's the
lot of
thing.
that is because Marge kind of lets him be an idiot. He's dysfunctional for sure, but he is supportive of his kids.
But and the thing
So,
is, he couldn't be that bad because I mean, the worst father ever because Frank Gallagher exists.
yeah, that's true. Full House, yeah, Full House did have really good male role models. I didn't like the reboot Fuller House. I couldn't get into it at all personally. Oh, legendary! Hi, legendary Yobi. Thanks for joining.
Yobi!
Look, Yobi says Clarissa was a classic show. And also, remember the Secret World of Alex Mack?
Yes,
I
I love the Secret
do.
World of Alex Mack. That show was so good.
Yeah, I remember that show. I remember that show. Ben Cartwright from Bonanza.
And what you call was way worse. Another one that was way worse was Stu in Rugrats. He was like also a way worse dad. He had one job, and
Yeah, he
he
was.
pawned the kids off on his clearly narcoleptic dad.
Yeah, he was kind of an absentee dad. Yeah, I'll give you that one. He was pretty absentee on that. For sure. I will absolutely agree with that one. Frank, wait. Walter White. Terrible dad.
Oh.
Terrible dad. I will die on that hill. I understand why he wanted to try and leave money, but he got carried away. And yeah, you can't make the argument that, like, yeah, no, in the end, he was just a terrible person. I
Yep.
understand he tried to redeem himself. And don't get me wrong, I did enjoy the show. But he was a bad dad. Oh, bad person. Okay, here. Yogi says, My brother and me. That's another good show. Moesha. That was another one that had, well,
He was not a good dad. He was not a good dad.
yeah, you know what?
He was a worse husband.
He was, yeah, he wasn't a good dad. And honestly, even the wife, I can't remember her name now. Even she was kind of like questionably, you know what I mean? Moesha herself was
Awful
kind
human
of,
being. Bratty.
yeah, she was
Blah.
very selfish and self-centered. She wanted a good friend. Like, yeah, I mean, I understand they were trying to be positive, and they did have their positive moments. But if you look at it overall, they're not really. I mean, for God's sakes, the man had a kid, sent the kid to live off with his sibling, and then brought it back. Didn't tell his wife that this was
Yep.
his kid. Didn't tell anybody else, and he just
Oh, that whole
like
thing.
that was wrong. That
What's
was just trash.
Ray and Sister? He was good.
Sister was good. That was another one. Yeah. Yeah. Step by Step, yeah. Boy Meets World was another good
Oh,
one.
their dad was so good. Like, especially since, like, if you rewatch that show, like, Corey was terrible.
Yeah.
And he was always just trying to, and his dad was always trying to do everything he could for, yeah.
Ah. Oh, super chat to
Uh-oh.
USD from Sir X. Ladies, we cannot forget about the great Papa Smurf. Yes.
Oh, yeah!
And thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it.
Papa
Mwah.
Smurf!
And you are absolutely right. Yeah, Papa Smurf is like one of the best. That man solves everybody's problems, always keeps a cool head about it, always yeah, no, yeah, I absolutely agree. He is one of the best father figures. Oh, another one, Gummy Bears. The
Gummy bears! I forgot.
yeah, I can't remember the names of all the characters. I have a DVD with a bunch of the I think I have a couple one or two seasons of it. But yeah, I have the oh, I love that. I used to love that. Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. Yeah, awesome. Awesome.
I'm trying to think. There's someone I can't think of. Oh, what's his name? Hank.
Ah, King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially since his dad was absolutely terrible to him.
And you know what? For him being kind of rough around the edges, he was very understanding of Bobby's weirdness. You
Yeah,
know what I
he
mean?
handled it very well. He was like,
Yeah, he's always just kind of like, you could see he was uncomfortable, but he was like, okay. And just like,
just went with it. Yeah, he just kind of
yeah,
went with it because
yeah,
Bobby was kind of quirky.
yeah.
Uh oh! I got one.
Okay.
Star Trek Deep Space Nine. He was like he had a kid, and in fact, when the show started, he was like he didn't want to go be the captain there, leave Earth because he was like I
Oh,
enjoy
yeah.
having I have a kid that I have to look after. I can't dump him on this this. I can't just like be on this space station.
I remember that. Didn't his kid come with him?
Yep.
Yeah, I do remember that. But yeah, I used to watch that show with my mom. I did remember that. Yeah,
Aw.
he was a pretty good dad.
Let's see what other dads do we have.
Oh, let's the father from Last House on the Left.
Oh yes, absolutely great dad. Like absolutely an yes underrated father.
Absolutely,
Do
absolutely.
anything for his kid.
Hmm. Let's see. Oh, oh no, that's mom. I can't mention that one. That was mom
Oh,
in that one.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, bad dad would be the one from Stepfather, the horror movie where
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Uh Frank Gallagher, world's worst father. from Shameless.
Yeah. So, does anyone else have any? Can anyone else think of any? Even in some, oh, you know what? Another one. A bad father to mention. The father from the Cats in the Cradle song.
When you coming home, son? I don't know when.
Yeah, terrible father, neglectful. All of a sudden, wants to know why his son's not going to come see him. Well, gee, I wonder why. Maybe it's because I'm just doing you the way you did me.
Wow.
Batman teaching Robin. I don't know if that would necessarily be considered
Yeah.
good
And
parenting
you're
or
right.
not. I
He's
mean,
definitely not. That's definitely not good parenting.
but there's also one of the multiverse uh, cartoon comic things where he meets Robin from a different timeline and a Nightwing, and they introduce themselves to this Batman who didn't have a Nightwing or a Robin, and they were like, "Oh, they're so happy to see him," blah blah blah, and they explain, and he's like, "It seems awfully irresponsible for me to take in orphans and train them to fight. That seems unlike me. It seems irresponsible," and it's very funny and canon. You know what I mean? Because it's like a lot of people have said the same thing over the years, so that's kind
Yeah.
of a questionable. I wouldn't say he's necessarily a bad father because he also is dealing with his own trauma. So it's a pass. It's not like
It's
he
a
set up the
choice.
kids.
Yeah, it's
You know,
not a choice, but
would
it's,
have been better if he had, adopted the kids and set them to like boarding schools and like maybe, had them take fighting classes and not necessarily, go fight criminals before they were old enough to, get into a club. But that's just me. But oh, okay. Axel says Master Splinter is the.
yeah.
I'm assuming that's a typo. It's supposed to be the best dad ever. He taught his children that pizza is the only food group that matters.
Classic.
And that actually does follow quite a bit of the food pyramid, believe it or not. So, I mean, you are correct. Considering they lived in sewers, I'm sure they
Pizza
were
isn't
quite healthy.
technically that bad for you.
And depending on which version of the Ninja Turtles you're going by, some of them ended up being fairly big and well built. So, I mean, pizza must have done them really well.
Um, John Kent.
Ah, Clark's dad.
Yep.
Good dad. Yep. Because if he hadn't have, if the Kents hadn't have found him, we could have had, he could have been Brightburn.
He could have. I like that movie.
Oh, yeah, okay. X is another bad father, Darth Vader. Yeah, no, he's a.
Oh,
Okay, we're a half
the
hour
worst.
in. I can say I'm gonna drop it. It's my one. It's my one that I can drop it. He is a fucking horrible father. Horrible father. One, he tried to kill his wife while she was still pregnant. Two, he didn't seem to care that he pushed her into early labor. Didn't like the whole thing. Like
He killed an entire planet of people.
douchebag, douchebag, and all it all could have been solved if he would have just taken a breath and like I don't know tried to listen to his wife who was carrying his kids for crying out loud. Douche. I feel sorry that he lost his kids. He didn't deserve to know they were around. Bad dad. And then he tried to kill them when he found out about them. Yeah, he's a bad dad for sure.
Yep.
And he
Uh.
set up a legacy of a long family generational trauma. Thanks for that, buddy.
Thanks for the trauma. Thanks for all the trauma.
Uh,
Um. I had one that was on the tip of my tongue. I know. So, but I was thinking about Mass Effect. I don't know what you'd classify Thane as
What? Say what?
in
Sorry.
Mass Effect. Thane, because he gives up his like caring for his son to go be an assassin. But then his
Um.
loyalty mission is all about him like keeping his son from going down the path of being an assassin.
Well, I mean, does he leave his kids with? Does he leave his kid with somebody who's gonna take care of them, or does he just leave his kid to like fend for themselves?
Oh no, they were taken. He was taken care of.
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily a bad father. At least the kid's being taken care of. I mean, yeah, it's not always the best idea to leave your kid to go, but then again, got to make money, got to do things.
Mm,
So I'd say he's a pretty decent father. He's a
yeah,
good father, and for the fact that he's making sure the kid's taken care of.
yeah. Trying to think of other examples of good fathers.
They don't have to be good. We can do bad. I don't care.
Uh,
Make it interesting.
make it interesting. I mean, Darth Vader is one of the worst. Um, hmm.
Guys, dead air. I don't like dead
What?
air.
I'm trying to think of. This is like
I'm not
hard.
gonna shoot the chat. Guys, come on, help me out. Okay. What kind of father do you think Kratos is? Good or bad? Kratos,
I
uh,
think he's good.
I'm going to say he's a good father because he does take his kid with him in,
Take your
and
child to work day.
yeah, and quite frankly, in the situation in which they're in, leaving his kid behind probably would be detrimental to the safety of that child. Um, However, I also commend him for not killing said child in some of those games because, as is some of you have heard me discuss before, he can be quite obnoxious in some of the game. So, yeah, the fact that he keeps him alive, well, yeah, he might have killed his first family, and yeah, that's bad. But I mean, wasn't it wasn't like he wanted to do it, so it was more or less like kind of against his will. He was tricked into it. So I mean, can you really be held accountable for,
Yes.
you know, yes, but he also had to redeem himself. So I mean, I'm just saying. But I guess the only one that could really answer that is the family that he killed once he gets up there to go see him and talk to him again and stuff. So, I mean, I guess it depends on which version of Kratos we're discussing. But generally, overall, no, I don't think he's a bad dad. Yeah, he did murder his family, but it's not like he did it because he wanted to. So,
He murdered his family, but he didn't mean to murder them.
well, it's just like, okay, think about Hercules from Greek mythology. He murdered his wife and kids because Hera tricked him and caused him to go insane, which is why he had to do the trials, which is essentially what happened with Kratos. Do you consider Hercules a bad father because he was tricked into killing his family the same way Kratos was?
Mm,
Mm,
yeah. I'm just being goofy. I don't consider. Nah, I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
consider.
see, exactly, X-Men. He was under the control of the gods when that happened. So, I mean, yes, he did it, and obviously he was a bad person for that, but he was not in control of it. So, and also, again, he's done his repents just like Hercules had to do his trials. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with he's a good dad. Again, especially after the lesson that he has. Come on,
Okay,
it's still breathing.
I'll allow it.
I'll allow it. Next
Uh,
hot topic. Oh,
next hot
Zeus.
topic. Uh,
Zeus from Greek mythology. Oh
definitely.
yeah, Papa Smurf wins father of the greatest father ever, absolutely by far. But let's hear about Zeus from mythology. I want to hear from everybody in the chat. Bad father, good father. I'm gonna say bad. I'm gonna go with like he's a horrible father. Like especially with a lot. I got into Greek mythology even before my husband. I was always into Greek mythology, so I've read quite a lot of it. Um, and Zeus is quite a character, so I'm gonna go ahead and say no. He's not. He's not a good dad. Not a good dad. Anyone else? Thoughts,
I
feelings,
agree.
opinions?
I agree that he's not. He's not. He's not. He's not. Absolutely not. He is not a good dad.
Okay. As I said, Zeus had coitus with his own daughter so bad. Yeah. Yeah. And he also did try to murder his kids and his offspring.
I mean, to
And
be fair, he didn't have a great example.
yeah, but still, he couldn't keep his thingy in his loincloth and turned into animals and all kinds of things to yeah, he Fred Stanford was a good father. Stanford and Son, yeah. Fred Stanford was a good father.
Big dummy.
Funny, very realistic, and very blunt. Yeah, I like Fred Stanford. So, where's the Greek guy in this one? I'm surprised he hasn't.
The Greek guy.
My husband.
Whoa.
Oh, this guy. Anyways, so
Anyways,
I hope that everybody got to have a decent Father's Day for various and sundry reasons. Whether you're a parent or got to spend time with a parent or somebody else's parents, or just did a day for you to relax and ignore it. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Oh, and of course, now he comes in just says Zeus, Dreadpool, Zeus. That's all he's gonna write, Zeus. Yeah, we all know he's a decent father at times, other times not so much. I think a lot of people are gonna. Okay, Sir Accent says Indiana Jones was not a good father. Yeah, no, he wasn't. Didn't he leave that little um the boy from the first movie behind? I think I can't remember the kid's name now.
the no. I know you.
Anyway, anyway, yeah, Indiana Jones not a good father, but also his dad wasn't a very good father either. So,
You know that's what happens.
well, everybody, we thank you all for joining us, and we hope you all had a wonderful weekend. And tomorrow, not tomorrow, next Sunday,
What?
we are going to try and be on time at 9 o'clock. So I will be posting on Twitter from now until then and keeping everybody updated on everything. Um, I can't think of anything. Oh, don't forget to give us a like. Feel free to share with your friends. Um, if you're not already following, excuse me, if you're not already following me on X, feel free to do so.
Yep.
That's Dealer M85. Same thing with Cozy. And we hope to see you guys again. Thanks for your support. We appreciate it. And again, I'd like to say thank you to Sir X-Men for the
Woohoo! Sir X-Men!
yeah. But I hope everyone had a good night. Have a good day and hope you all have a wonderful week. And we will see you guys all next time. Have a good weekend.
All right. Later, taters.
Yogi too, right? Yogi did a super chat.
Oh, did he? Oh,
No!
did I miss it?
No, you said it. You didn't say it on the end.
Mm-mm. All right, guys. Sorry about that. A little bit of confusion. All right, everybody. Have a good weekend.
Later, taters.
Oh, Sarek says, if you want me to show up next week and make a mess on the show, of course.
Oh! Oh!
Of course. All right, everybody. Have a good week. We'll see you guys. Thanks for the support. As always, we love you. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. I'm Death Dealer.
I'm Cozy Beluga.
Have a good week. Bye.
Bye.